Barcelona's season has exposed a brittle seam at the back, departures, dipped form, and a defence that has yet to rediscover last year's solidity. Fans have watched with rising anxiety as the team that once defended with muscle and method now looks unsettled. With Inigo Martinez gone and Ronald Araujo searching for rhythm, the internal conversation has shifted from short-term signings to a tougher question. What if the answer is already in the academy? Amid those doubts, a 17-year-old centre-back has begun to force attention and change the tone of meetings inside the training ground. Nico Marcipar was a name that until recently circulated mainly in youth reports, but his performances for Juvenile A have been steady, composed and insistently mature. Coaches praise his temperament. Teammates highlight his discipline and his hunger to learn. Scouts note a blend of positional intelligence and recovery speed that makes him harder to isolate. On the ball, he's calm and confident, capable of receiving between the lines and playing accurate forward passes that unstick pressure. Off the ball, he reads the flow of the game and cuts dangerous channels before they fully open. Those technical qualities are one thing, but what has club officials talking is an attitude that sucks up instruction and makes development visible week after week. Inside Barcelona, the implications are significant. Promoting Marcipar would not just inject youth into a fragile backline, it would be a strategic signal that the club is prepared to rebuild from within, rather than buying quick fixes. That would alter transfer calculations and financial priorities. So, while restoring the kind of identity fans associate with La Masia and long-term planning, yet the leap from Juvenile A to senior football is enormous and littered with cautionary tales. The club must guard against hubris and manage his pathway with care. A carefully curated introduction, minutes in lower-stakes competitions, progressive first-team training sessions, and possibly a staged period with Barca Athletic would protect his physical and mental development while testing his readiness. Tactically, Marcipar offers balance to a possession-heavy Barcelona. A centre-back who can drop into midfield pockets to help build play, reduces risky long clearances and improves ball circulation under pressure. He can cover wide when fullbacks push on, and his anticipation helps snuff out quick transitions. Attributes that suit the coaching staff's blueprint and could help stabilise a backline that has recently overcommitted in the wrong moments. Importantly, his strengths do not mask the risks. Senior opponents are faster and more physical, and the psychological demands of Camp Nou nights and critical league fixtures will be unforgiving to mistakes. Development requires setbacks as much as successes, and the club's role is to convert those setbacks into learning rather than allowing a single error to define a player's trajectory. For supporters, the question narrows into two blunt queries. When will he play? And can he be trusted under pressure? Insiders are cautiously optimistic. There is growing belief that Marcipar is closing the gap, but the club must balance the allure of a dramatic promotion with the responsibility of protecting a young career. If Barcelona integrate him intelligently, the potential upside is substantial. A homegrown centre-back who stabilises the defence, reduces the urgency in the transfer market, and reignites faith in La Masia. If they rush him before he is ready, the short-term headline might be regret, but the longer-term lesson would refine how the club manages youth transitions going forward. Either way, the unfolding of Nico Marcipar's story will reveal much about Barcelona's current priorities, whether they choose immediate band-aid solutions or a patient, identity-driven rebuild. The coming weeks and months will show whether a teenager from Juvenile A can, through careful management and opportunity, help rewrite the narrative of a club searching for defensive certainty. What feels certain already is that a new chapter is possible, and that a young man who trains with humility and intensity has given Barcelona a tangible reason to hope.